Hey, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Round Table Talk. I am your host, C Money, and I'm back at a location that we did a while back. I'm just showing you the nightlife of it. I'm at the Shops at Sunset Place in South Miami, Florida, where I visited a while back and I showed you it during the daytime. Now I'm giving you an outlook of the nightlife. We're gonna walk up here, turn around, and then walk back. I did a show a while back, months ago, dating this shopping center. If you want to call it a mall, you can call it that. If you want to call it a shopping center, however you want. And it showed you that when I first started going here was back in the late 90s in my high school years, and as you know, the game room that was here was called Game Works. It is now called Game Time, which have several locations, and as you can see, even the nightlife in the daytime, when you've seen the last video, you saw it wasn't many people here. In the nighttime, of course, you see there's not many people here. When you go up these stairs, right here used to be a bowling alley called Splitsville, which at one point it closed. A lot of these businesses had closed because of COVID, and then they ended up, this used to be Z Gallery, which was, I think, like either a furniture or clothing store, I'm not mistaken. A lot of these businesses end up closing because of COVID, and they never opened back up, or never had the resources and the funds to open back up, or just probably was in the process of closing anyway. It's just that COVID helped them close. Even though Splitsville was a bowling alley, I've never been to that bowling alley, but even though it's a nice bowling alley, this is I forgot what street this is. I believe this is Sunset Drive, 72nd Street. Lead it in, and there's a lot of shops over here, so we're going to turn around and go back here. As you can see, the Sunset Place sign is right here. We're not going to spend too much on this video. This is going to be like a quick video. I just want to give you an outlook of Sunset Place at night. Most of the times when I do hotspots in South Florida, it's during the daytime and stuff where you don't really see too many people. So I want to give you an outlook of how this is coming up here. We're going to go on the second floor now. Show you some of the locations on the second floor. I'm going to take the escalator up. The understanding to give you an outlook, like I said, the Shops at Sunset Place opened up in the mid 90s because in the late 90s, this was another spot that I used to hang. Even though I'm not from the South End, but I used to come here because I had a couple of friends that used to always hang out in this place. And this is where you used to purchase your AMC tickets to go to the movie theater. Now they have it where you have to go up to the customer service desk, which is inside the movie theater, to purchase your tickets. A lot of things have changed. Here's the Barnes and Noble booksellers, one of the rare bookstores that you see now, and they are only open on certain days. They are open. I'm going to show you because I've seen, the last time I was here, I seen it. Store hours 11 to 7 every day. Oh wow. Because normally, the hours on the wall says Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. But the store hours is from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. I guess they don't get as much customers as they used to because it's a bookstore and you don't have much. This right here, I don't know what this is. Maybe this is Area Stage Company. So this is a Area Stage Company. I guess this is their studio, I'm guessing, because they have a performance thing, like a performance stage downstairs. So I don't know if this is where they come to act or anything, or this is like a performing arts area or something. Color Me Mind. It's a place that you can see up there. There's Game Time. I was just in Game Time. Milieu Children's Center. Probably maybe that's a children's doctor, or maybe that's like a little daycare center. I don't know. TM Poets. There's if you look at see Game Time AMC 24. If you look at this place, it is deserted because over the years it has become not the spot to be at. A lot of these places have pulled away from here. Most of them because of COVID. And this could be a popular spot to hang out at if they will bring in more. Back in the mid '90s, they had a Virgin Mega store here, which was a music store. And I used to come, and I used to always come in there and listen to the music. You get to listen to the music for free. As you can see from the design of this, you can tell what this is. Can you tell what this used to be? Well, if you can't tell, I'll tell you. It was a Johnny Rockets. And of course, a lot of the places that used to be here, their designs of their places still exist. Like the outlook design of Johnny Rockets still exists. There goes the Game Time sign. Game Time and AMC movie theaters is the only two that's basically getting a lot of play here. You don't have it. Used to be a Nike store here. There used to be a FAO Schwartz here, over there, but it no longer exists. A lot of these businesses now doesn't exist. This is the RH outlet, which I'm guessing it's a furniture store by the way I see on the first floor. This is the stage where the area stage company used to perform at or have they shows. I guess they now have it over there. I don't know what this is for. A lot of these businesses over here is no longer. These are deserted buildings. AGTE Entertainment, don't know what this is. This used to be the Virgin Mega Store. Now it's something else. We're gonna go around. This is something else. To give you an outlook of this place, how to manage a small law firm. Like I said, this is something else. They have a LA Fitness here. Like I said, to give you an outlook of this place has been deserted for quite some time. Not deserted to the point that it's closed down and run down. It's just, Buffalo Wild Wings used to sit downstairs. This was a 2-story Virgin Mega Store. So if you get an outlook of how this place is. I see that the escalator here, they blocked off the escalator, so I'm gonna have to go around to go. This is the RH outlet. I guess they have a 2-story outlet here. This used to be FAO Schwartz before. I think FAO Schwartz is out of business. So I think they don't have any business. I don't know what this used to be or what this is now. That says LA Fitness. So I'm guessing this is the children's part of LA Fitness. So just giving you an outlook of how it is at night. Now it's beautiful at night. It's very beautiful. Only thing is, everything in here, it's basically deserted. Like, you come here at night, you're only doing 2 things. You're either going to the movie theater or you're going to AMC movie theaters, or you're going to Game Time game room. And basically that's what it is. And I wanted to take a tour of this area at night. The School of Rock, we're gonna go downstairs to show you. School of Rock, I think it's a music school for kids. They have several locations. They have one in North Miami that I know of. The one in North Miami is right next door to Dieselland Park. I don't know if I did a video at Dieselland Park, but I'll probably be doing a video there as well too. And this is another location, School of Rock. We're gonna go downstairs now because get an understanding of everything. A lot of these locations, most of the locations are on the first floor, and there are very many few locations. Like this is the second floor. The movie theater and game time is on the third floor. But you know, you're not gonna get many locations here. And then you have locations that sit on the outside of the Sunset Place. That's on the outside of here, that sits on the outside. Some of them are facing Red Road. Some of them are facing 72nd Street, Sunset Drive. You know, stuff like that. This was one of the spots that I used to come at frequently through my childhood, and it was like my teenage years, not my actual childhood, you know, and everything. This is Tea and Poets. So you get the Tea and Poets here. Okay. It's like, I guess you can drink tea and they have poetry and they sell clothes and stuff like that and other things in here. There goes School of Rock. This used to be a crepe restaurant. LA Fitness is on this side, but it's more towards the back. LA Fitness is where, because at one point when I was years, like maybe 10, 20 years back, they had an IMAX theater here. And the IMAX theater was where you know, right there where it says LA Fitness, I don't know if you can see it, that's where the IMAX theater was. And it was somewhat, it was supposed to be part of AMC, but it wasn't part of AMC because AMC's theater is on the south end of, the south end or the east end, however you want to call it, of Sunset Place, where the IMAX theater was over here near the parking area. Okay, this used to be Buffalo Wild Wings. As you can see, that was the outside seating area where the black thing, is there. I'm giving you a downstairs look of Sunset Place. This, and like I told you, Virgin Megastore. It was called a Megastore because it was a 2-story building. So you had upstairs and downstairs. So this, apparently that looks like the kitchen of Buffalo Wild Wings. And RH Outlet, this is the only thing that's on this side of the shops at Sunset Place. And granted, if they do get business, I don't know if they get business or not. But hey, I mean, if you come to this place, you'll look at this place and say, why is this place still staying? Now, the outlook of the place is very fascinating. It is beautiful. It is wonderful. You would like to come out here and sit out here and maybe relax. They have that little water, you know, fountain that's over there that spits out water. It's not working right now. I guess they turned it off for a while. And you've had where, you know, there's a lot of spots where you can sit and relax. But as far as shopping and eating and all that, the only thing that you're going to be eating is basically if you're eating out of the movie theater or if you're eating out of game time. Partner does while we build a new Sunset Place. You know, basically, this is the directory thing. They don't have many advertisements. I don't know if it's directory on here. I guess not. I guess for this side, they don't expect much directory. So, basically, I'm giving you an outlook of this is all water fountain that doesn't have any water in it. This is a place that used to be a place. This used to be a Zoomies, because you can see it on there. Zoomies. A lot of these places, you know, number one, a lot of these places, Buffalo Wild Wings was not here when this was first built. It eventually came in years later. But at the present time, it got to the point where it got boring in a lot of places. Well, as I tell you, COVID changed a lot of businesses and shut down a lot of businesses, not just here, but in a lot of places, in a lot of areas. You know, I did a video with 163rd, the mall at 163rd Street. That's a location that's been dead for quite some time. You know, this started to get dead a few years back. And then you got several other locations. If you have any locations like malls or shopping centers in your area that, that has been dead but is still alive, meaning that people still go, but it's somewhere that 10, 20 years ago used to be the hot spot, like this place, and now it's just like, what happened? Like, there's nothing really to do here. So I used to get a joy feeling to come here. And even with Game Time, I went inside Game Time and I was like, the games are okay, but it's not like, I have 3 good locations that I like to go to. My main spot is the first hotspot South Florida video I ever did, which was Boomers in Boca Raton, or any Boomers. I only been to that Boomers. And the one at Dania Beach, of course, doesn't exist. Boomers, Dave and Buster's, and Dieselland are my top 3, because at Dieselland you can do a lot of stuff, and if I haven't did a video there, I would be doing a video there. But Game Time, when it was GameWorks, it was a lot more funner, because GameWorks had interactive games. They had games that you compete with against each other, like the game that used to go up and down and, on the wall and stuff like that. They had like actual game, like an interactive ride game or stuff like that or whatever. They have them interactive games where you put on the glasses and, it makes it look real and stuff like that. And they have those little simulation little rides and stuff. But it's not like how GameWorks had several locations. They had one at Sawgrass Mills, and I did a video at Sawgrass Mills a while back. But now it's called In the Game, which is a concept, and they turned this one into Game Time. Game Time have several locations too throughout the state of Florida. You look up their website, go to Game Time and look up their website. It's not I guess somebody's arguing right there. So we're gonna go take a walk this way. When you walk that way, you're walking to the parking lot. And when you walk through the parking lot, you're basically walking towards the train station, which is called the Metro Rail, which is a elevated train, like the trains in New York, that's elevated. And it goes from the north end of Miami-Dade to the south end of Miami-Dade. And we are on the south end of Miami-Dade. After it, then that's the South Miami station. After that station, going south, you have 2 more stops. And you're at the end, and after you have 2 more stops to the final end of the stop. Going north, you have like, I think 20 stops, I believe, because I think it's like 22, I believe. This is Red Road, Southwest 57th Avenue, and Red Road tell you all the way to the north end of Miami as well. You have some shops out here. I think there's a Jimmy John's that sits out this way. No, we're gonna go take a walk. We're gonna go take a walk out in the Sunset Place. Like I said, it's right now the only thing that you could do, either you can catch a movie or you can go play some video games at the arcade, and that's basically what it is. Game Time is open to midnight, and it's clearly late night. So I'm giving you an outlook of how most places look at night. And you'll probably be seeing more of these, places. Like I'll probably do an update, or certain places I've been to in the daytime that is open at night, like maybe a mall or something, to see how it is. And, you'll see the outlook of it at night and say, okay, this is how it looks at night. This is how it looks, The weekend, it might get a little bit more pecker, because obviously this is a weekday. And not really a weekday, because this is a Thursday, Union till Friday. That's a bus stop. This is, don't know what this is. I guess it's a little gym for little kids. This is a Jimmy John's right here. I told you there are a lot of, you have some outside stores that sits outside. Jimmy John's is one of them. I guess they got smart and say it's better to have my restaurant on the outside than on the inside, because on the inside, not too many of the stores and restaurants get a lot of play. This is a newly built CVS pharmacy, because there was 2 CVS pharmacies. There was one here and there was one about a block away that sits right on the corner of where we was by Sunset Place on the Coleman. I was telling you this is 72nd Street, and they converted this one and this one into a two-story CVS pharmacy. I've been in this one. It's very nice. I guess this is the downstairs of Barnes & Noble. I didn't know Barnes & Noble had a downstairs. Oh, wow. Okay, that makes it. And Barnes & Noble Cafe serving Starbucks. I actually didn't know they had a downstairs. I've been in this Barnes & Noble, but it's been years since I've been in this Barnes & Noble. And the last time I've seen it, this Barnes & Noble, they was only open certain days. And I believe that was during the COVID time. And they only had certain hours, like certain days and certain hours. But I guess they went back to what it is, because it's very rare that you find a bookstore now these days. Because, a lot of stuff is now online. You get to play video games online. You get to play, read books online with these ebooks and all of this stuff. So it's like a lot of these things you don't get to see online. So basically, you get a lot of these things you get to see online. So only thing that won't die down, movie theaters will never die down. Even though now with COVID and now they got movies that are coming out online, to me, I don't have these streaming platforms like Hulu and Paramount Plus and all these places where, now a lot of these movies are coming out where you can stream it online and you can't see it in the movie theaters. I like to go to a movie theater. And remember we was here when we first started the episode. The CVS is what used to be where that light is at right there. And it used to be the CVS there. Now we're going to go back in here and then we're going to head on out. I just want to give you an outlook of the whole thing. We're going to walk back this way, because we went up the stairs and I never walked back this way. This was a restaurant. I forgot the name of the restaurant that it was recently. But before then, it was a restaurant owned, I believe, and I'm not going to, allegedly, it was a restaurant owned by Dan Marino, if I'm not mistaken. But that was like a couple of, maybe one or two restaurants ago. So a lot of these restaurants, a lot of these places, Kimai is located on the first level inside Tea and Poets. So that means this is clothing that is inside of the Tea and Poet store. Like there's a clothing store inside of it. I mean, I get it. A lot of these stores now are merging to save money. So you can buy your clothes while you're drinking tea and listening to poets and all this. This used to be a clothing store. It was called Love Culture. Apparently they went out of business too. A lot of these businesses went out of business because Taco Genius, Gourmet Tacos and Nachos, they've been here for a little minute. They haven't been here long, but they've been here. And these are one of the few places that have survived. Because right now, Game Time is up there. A lot of these places, Oh, Parents Club. That might be what was on the outside. Colorful Cute, Miami, Hawaii Shop. You got a lot of these things. So basically, you don't have much to do here, but it's something like you can do. There's the fountain there where the water usually comes out at. Well, I'm just giving you an outlook. If you have a mall or a shopping center that is still up and running, but it's deserted to the point that it doesn't have a lot of businesses or it doesn't produce a lot of customers, share your story. Comment at the bottom of this page. Also email roundtable00@yahoo.com because I would love to hear stories about a lot of these places that have been deserted, because there's several places in Miami that has been deserted to the point where, like this place, I mean, people still come here, but look at what people do. They come here to hang out. You don't have many places in here. There are things to do like shopping. There's no shopping here because you don't really have any clothing stores. Entertainment, you have the movie theater and Game Time. This is basically what's keeping this place afloat. The parking lot may or may not look empty. A lot of the kids, like one of my coworkers, they like to go to this movie theater because it's, right across the street from the train station. So if you have any shopping centers or malls, like I said, that have been deserted and you don't, and you want to talk about it, email me roundtable00.com. Don't forget to comment at the bottom of this page. Here's entrance is on the second floor. This is LA Fitness, which used to be an IMAX theater when I was telling you. And let me know about it. I would thank you for watching this. I appreciate it. See, it says IMAX right there. And they probably, what I think they did was converted the IMAX into the AMC actual IMAX. Oh, there go the train right there. That's basically what I was going to catch. That's the elevated metro rail that goes from the south end to the north end. And I stay on the north end, so I'll be catching the next one. But I think they converted the IMAX into the actual AMC movie theater, and like one or two of the theaters are IMAX theaters because the IMAX used to sit alone where the LA Fitness is at. I appreciate y'all watching this. Now this bus stop, I'm gonna give you a little bit. This is a bus stop for an overnight bus that they have. What that is basically that at one point the Metro Rail system used to operate 24 hours. But due to budget cuts, it cost them a lot of money to operate a train from the last stop from the first stop to the last stop, and it cost them over $1,000+ just to operate one train, and it wasn't generating a lot of customers overnight. So what they did was generated a bus service that only stops near the train stations, and that's the stop there overnight to majority to certain train stations. Half of the train stations. It used to be where it goes to all the train stations, but due to the fact that a lot of people don't ride it to the northern end of the stations, they ended up switching it. But okay, so I'm gonna go now. I thank y'all for watching this. Shops at Sunset Place. This is a roundtable talk. I have exited. This is the parking lot or the parking garage at Sunset Place. I thank y'all for watching this. I will see y'all in the next episode. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I am your host, C Money, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.